Think I gotta go through, unlike therapist, unlike most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the tell the road told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip, blink at my VIP. Snack of my. Won't break, won't miss, Rich took his check out. We talking start like ball high, pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. So my daddy like, boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Bro, I'm godlike, I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you disgust me. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. These women love me, bro, they tryna me. That's the wrong way, me back. Yeah, buddy, if you get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a I'm in the S5 facing cuffy, cause I can't name that guy dummy. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Escapes, and look at this, right away a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jalen Hyatt was the intended target. And now it's second down. You look at this Eagle defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. A throw left side, caught by the tight end flyer move. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Pierce. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. The Steelers at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in pretty desperate here for a win.
And think about this too, partner. We have not heard the dreaded vote of confidence yet from management. So when a team's 0-5, everyone starts wondering about their jobs. Will they still have one? That's coaches on down. They've got to find a way to throw that out of their minds and band together and play better football.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A nice throw by the rookie from Georgia. He's got his mates a first down here. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll look to throw again. Rolling to his left. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Let's go. Buffalo 18. Go.
Back to throw again. Touchdown! George Pickens, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll find McMillan here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there at 22. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, 51 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. You look at this Eagle defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down.
60 Maverick.
They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Straight ahead, Steele. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try to break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick, and the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers.
Ready. Here we go.
They'll run here with Pierce. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Once more, it's Pierce. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Come on. Set. Set, go.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth from 6 yards away. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it. But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Third down and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Another carry for Pierce. Down the left sideline. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Handoff right side to Pierce. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Second down and 8. Pierce gets this one running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Here's a diving catch right side. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is caught by McMillan. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
19 tight, 19 tight, 18, Panther 18, Panther 11, Panther 11. Go!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Second down and 6 now.
70 range, 70 range. Set. Get up.
They'll look to throw here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick-6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Okay, ready.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Get up. Set, go.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. He's still on his feet. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Let's go now. 19 Lions.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Hurts. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They run the counter. Sharp. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Looking to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, 74 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
On 1st down, Sharp. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sharp, and they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Give to Pierce, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything.
2nd and 11. Escaping the pressure right. Complete right side to Hyatt. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go again with Pierce. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Back to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Cowboy 80.
2nd and 6. Looking high its way once again. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He connects with Hyatt. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 22.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Shot alert, smash, smash, check, Panther.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Dameon Pierce His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
He's got it at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Hurts. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 20-yard line.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Say, hey! Track it, 60! Go street! Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got him in, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Hyatt with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll find McMillan here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. It's caught. Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw. And it's complete, right back in the hands of Smith. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming. Will come out to the 30.
They're on the 30-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight. Hut, hut.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
They're on the 8-yard line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Good.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
And look at this, the punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's second down. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. Well, I've never seen this one. It's second down, and the punt team is out there. And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. Oh, and disaster strikes here. This is going to be a safety in the final minute, and the defense may have just won this ball game. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.